got things turned around against a lesser opponent tonight with East Peoria.
Yeah, you hope they can learn from mistakes made the other night, and try and improve on our deficiencies, which we all pretty much know what they've been the last few games, and that's scoring offensively. Hopefully the home turf, Leon, will give us more of a scoring urge in tonight's game.
When you take a look at this, what do you look at? I don't know if there's one thing you can really pinpoint or talk about, but again, it's just a lack of scoring and a lot of stretches. We had a full quarter without a field goal. We only had, a couple of field goals in the first half against Metamora the other night. And again, without getting into a press, this team is struggling mightily to score in half court or any other way that we can score field goals.
Yeah, I think when it comes to us offensively, we need to press and try and get those easy baskets, because it seems like when we get that little bit of the up-tempo flow and get easy baskets, we're a much different basketball team in the long term.
We'll have more coming up. A couple of games tonight in the girls. Limestones at Metamora, East Peoria here in Canton. That's just a couple of games, of course, in the Mid Illini. Everybody on the schedule tonight, including the Canton Lady Giants, taking on, again, East Peoria tonight in our nightcap at around 7 o'clock. More coming up on the pregame show. We'll break it down. We'll take a 90-second break. More pregame brought to you by the Graham Health System. Shop the Graham Thrift Shop, 175 South Main. And we have Nate as our cameraman from M. Bixler Video Productions on site here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. We're back in 90 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
A lot of drug abuse messages are full of statistics. How many people die, how many lives are ruined, how much drug use is costing the economy. But this message isn't about numbers. It's about crack. And the message is simple. Crack can kill you. I won't bore you with the statistics, except to say that it's not worth becoming one for a 10-minute high.
Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Making their way into the Alice Ingersoll Gym on this Friday night, of course, with the advent of the weather. And talked to the folks from East Peoria coming in and said as they gradually got here closer, it got a little worse here. Some of the other roads, again, it's taken an hour and a half when they were driving from work. You know, Bob's wife had to drive in, took it a little longer. And hopefully that by later tonight we don't have to endure. But it appears that maybe after midnight we'll catch a little window. Maybe after midnight we'll see a little bit more of the severe nature of this, again, winter weather advisory. Again, in the conference tonight, Morton comes in at 3-0. Then you have a pack of teams, Metamora, Pekin, Limestone at 2-1. Canton, Dunlap, East Peoria 1-2. Washington 0-3 in the conference. A little about East Peoria, Cassandra Brown. She's been in the conference a couple of seasons now, a former all-conference player herself. Again, she has Ashley Emmert, who is a standout athlete. She has been one of the leading scorers for them. Also, Remy Ferguson, who's now a senior. I remember seeing her come on the scene really as a freshman in softball, and they made a big splash again for the softball team. And again, they'll have a freshman playing tonight, Peyton Deering, who has some quickness, but again, need to cut off the head of that monster, either Emmert or Ferguson. You can't allow them to really kind of dictate. Each of those are capable of scoring 18 to 22 points, although they're only averaging into the mid-30s. And our scoring average is dwindling too, Bobby, and that's one of the key things. Got to put together. We have not had, when's the last time you remember us having a nice run? In the Galesburg game, maybe. In the Galesburg game, we had a little bit of a run, but not putting consecutive points. You know, the 6-0 burst, or we haven't had that kind of burst that we saw in the early first about 6-7 games there.
Yeah, for me, it's probably been since Macomb. You know, I thought Macomb, we were pretty solid offensively as far as, you know, playing the transition game and getting the easy baskets and the bonus part, making the easy baskets. I think tonight, you know, if you want to stop East Peoria and get a win at home, there's two things you have to do. You either don't allow the pass into the low post or you contest their shot. If you can accomplish those two aspects of this game and score on your own, you're going to win.
Third-year head coach Cassandra Brown against the veteran coach Lane Langhoff, 13th season. He's ailing a little bit. He again misbehaved at practice, pulled an extreme muscle and an area there, and again he's a hurting kind of guy, but he answered the bell tonight, and he'll be ready to go for the game tonight, although he won't be doing any jumping jacks or anything extraordinary, lifting his own kids or anything like that. It's a pretty tough kind of situation for him. But as we greet our starters tonight, they're brought to you by Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine in Canton. Again, 649-1572 for a free injury screen. They fix sports injuries. They will start with Savannah Ball. She'll get a start, 5'4" and a senior. Also a start is Ashley Emmert. It was a 5'11" senior. And let's see who else they have out there. Peyton Deering was a 5'4" freshman. Also, they have a start tonight from, again, Sarah LaHood, 5'9" and a sophomore. And I didn't see the other one there. Is Remy Ferguson, right? So Remy Ferguson, the senior, 5'8" for Cassandra Brown and the Raiders of East Peoria. And again, Cassandra was a former all-conference guard from East Peoria back in 2008. Lane Langhoff in his 13th season, 196 wins and 149 losses, comes in his 13th season. And again, they're on a 3-game skid. Lineup tonight will be a 5'7" junior, Abby Swope, 5'10" and a sophomore, Anna Plummer. Also tonight will be 5'10" and a junior center, Brooke Henry, 5'7" sophomore, Nico Grisolano, and 5'6" and a sophomore is Cassidy Fawcett for the Canton Lady Giants. And those are your starting lineup tonight, brought to you by Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine in Canton. Call 649-1572 for a free injury screen. They fix sports injuries. And Bob, when you look at the matchup here and talking with a couple of different players, and they said, hey, we just got to do a better job of getting our chemistry together, you know, and that means getting along on the floor, doing things, communicating, and doing a better job of getting back to the basic kind of things. That's playing good, again, pressure defense on the perimeter, and then taking care of business, you know, and I think hopefully things will click here tonight.
Yeah, and I think one of the key words you just used is communication. I think that's a huge part of the game, both offensively and defensively. It's a tool that's been not being used very often by us so far this year.
Emmert handles at the point, 5'11", and again they'll spread it out against the man-to-man of the Canton Lady Giants. They give and go. Emmert, and they throw the ball away to this near corner. Again, it's a little different way that they attack with Emmert using that. She'll make the pass and then she'll cut. They try to get her ball the back there, or they'll go high-low with Ferguson on the opposite side of the lane. We did a pretty good job of defending the wing that time, not allowing the pass.
Yeah, and with Ashley Emmert, she's going to see the ball in her hands quite often tonight.
Out to the wing, the left side, Grisolano. Brooke Henry looks for the cut off the wing. They'll play the zone 2. They go to 2-3 zone. I don't think we're going to see anything different the remainder of this season.
We're out of 1-2-2 right now.
Yeah, they are. They switch out of it, lob it to Brooke. She catches it in the block. Flip pass to the right side. Shot is good by Swope out there. Just to 2 by Abby Swope. Those are some of the shots. She just haven't been able to get going down. We get off to a good start here tonight. 2-0 across the timeline during the freshman. They attack. Good job by Plummer. Got the hands up in that passing lane along the baseline and deflected it. It goes out of bounds and a turnover by East Peoria.
I'm going to call that an instinctive deflection.
And, you know, hopefully that will get Anna turned around. She's been in a funk, and hopefully that will get her jump started here tonight.
I'm sure the pressure probably affects her shooting. You know, they look upon her to score.
Nico from straight on from a 3 and banked off the left side, no good. Now the pack comes during the freshman. Lobs it in transition and rolled it off, no good. It was Ferguson. Missed the opportunity to score there. 6:40 to the front court. Fawcett blows by the defender, beats it all the way to the baseline, and then threw the ball away. Back out front. Had everybody covered up along the baseline, and then back out front. I don't know if Brooke was paying attention, didn't see that ball. That was on her side over there.
And my thing, if you're going to dribble that far, you have your head up and look for the open teammate.
Just don't anticipate somebody's going to be out there.
Right.
6:30. Ferguson almost drug the pivot foot out, about a step or above the arc. And in the middle of the lane, that's Deering as a freshman. They cut it off. Lady Giants switch to the top of the key. Emmert takes it down. That's going to be a blocking foul against the Lady Giants. That stops the clock here at 6:15 of this opening first period.
Might be on Nico or Cassidy.
Looks like maybe
or even Brooke.
Brooke. Yeah, I don't. You know, that's one of those things there.
The play was already by her before.
I know.
I know.
End of the baseline step there, and Emmert jumper comes up short. Good defense on the opposite side there by Swope. Brooke Henry now, guard kind of come and get the ball. Fawcett across the timeline now. Whips the pass, the arc on the right side. That's Plummer. Between the circles, Swope. Looks over the defense, picked up there by East Peoria. They go back to that 2-3 zone. They'll switch out of it. Now back to the 1-2-2. They kind of switch out of that on the perimeter. Off the baseline. Nico and a reach from behind. Ferguson got away with the foul. Ball knocked away. Pair of turnovers by the Lady Giants.
East Peoria also has two.
2-0 here. Canton with the advantage. Emmert almost picked up her dribble. Drives down the baseline. And a shot way off the mark. No good. And again retrieving it. It is Grisolano. Fawcett, nice move between the defender and got tripped. And a block off this left baseline.
Even with the defender trying to get in front of her, she's still trying to take her off the dribble lane and draw some contact.
That's what she is so good at. I mean, she has such a knack at taking the ball off the dribble there. That's going to be a foul against Deering. Her first team foul against EP. Inbounds, Brooke Henry catches it, the double team, back out. Swope the reverse it between the circle to balance out the offense. They load up to this near side with Fawcett. Out on the arc to the near side. Grisolano lets it fly. This time goes 3 for Nico Grisolano. 5-0 in favor of the Lady Giants here. Slow process, but again, we get a couple of field goals early.
Hopefully that's contagious, Leon, amongst the group.
5:03. Near side, it's Emmert. Now they whip the pass to the opposite wing. Dribble between the circle. The give and go, the high-low. Turnover by EP. That's the third. Here comes Swope down the lane. Bounce pass. Nico puts the ball on the floor against Emmert. Defended there. Emmert. She can handle the basketball. She takes it between the two defenders. Lost a handle on a good defense. Fawcett and the double team by Plummer. Knocked it away. Good job defensively.
That'll be a turnover, Leon. It gives them 4.
Emmert would have been better just to pull it up, take the jumper away for a teammate.
I absolutely agree with that.
5-0 here, 4:39. And they're saying the ball. No, not official or a coach. I'm in a perfect position here, Bob. You know that. we still have our lives, don't we?
Yeah.
We've been not chased out of gyms or anything yet. 4:39, another turnover. That's their 5th. Lead pass from underneath the Fawcett. Got hacked on the arm. Turnaround Grisolano got bumped. Knocked away. Fawcett. Plummer sets the feet and misses the shot. Again, missed it. It's off the left side of the rim. Here comes Emmert. You got to position yourself, force her to make that pass, and they do down the low block area. And again, LaHood with the field goal, their first of the night, 5-2. But that was an easy one. You know, you just got to come play the defense. They were backpedaling to try to get that transition. And Canton with a turnover. That's their 3rd. Here's to Ferguson. Bounce pass into the post. Her turn is shot.
One thing. Whistle.
And this is the thing. If you're paying attention as an official, Ferguson's had it 3 times, Bob, and every time she's went to shoot it, it's went out of her hand, out of control. That's not, to me, not even a shot.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just totally lost control of it. And unfortunately for Brooke Henry, picks up her 2nd. Here come the subs. And Ferguson missed her first free throw. 2nd one coming up for the senior, Remy Ferguson. Man, she connects on that 2nd one. It's their 3rd point of the game. 5-3. Lady Giants with the advantage. They led it 5-0 early going. We're 3:47. Whips the pass to this near side out on the arc against the 2-3 zone now by East Peoria. Fawcett dribbles, turns into traffic, whips the pass off the dribble. Marissa Murphy in traffic, gets it through to Goldring.
It wasn't an easy pass.
No, it wasn't.
Got through there.
Marissa, that's the main idea. And again, sideline pass. It comes for East Peoria. Down the floor, they rotated, beat Swope. And a shot off the glass and in by LaHood.
Where was the defense?
Yeah, they lacking getting back into rotating. 7-5, Canton with advantage. Marissa then threw the ball away.
Telegraphed that pass.
Turnover by Canton. Here comes Emmert. Nice defense
job
by Fawcett, though. Got a hand in there. Avoided the body contact. Did a good job there defensively. Was Cassidy Fawcett at the 3:05 mark.
Tell you what, her quickness is going to wreak havoc in this conference over the next few years.
3-minute mark here. Emmert squares. Banked shot, no good. Out of the pack comes Marissa. Murphy across to the timeline for the Lady Giants. Now to Fawcett. Gold ring in the low block area. They're looking to go to her. Opposite side Swope. Out on the wing, catches it. That's Jacobus in between the circle. Jacobus is a freshman. We'll probably see tonight Tori Oakes, Sophie Oakes, a couple of them. They're dressed tonight as the regular varsity players tonight with no sophomore game. 7-5 now, 2:32. Fawcett underneath the Swope. Nice job there. Broke it down. Nice assist from Cassidy Fawcett.
And that was all set up by the screen by Jamie Goldring.
9-5 with a 2:25 mark here. East Peoria takes a timeout. 2:24 down on the floor. 9-5. Canton leads East Peoria girls basketball. Back here in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Back here, East Peoria took the timeout a couple of times tonight. The press has shown signs of giving them some problems in the full court. Lob it. East Peoria faces that backcourt pressure. Now it's Emmert, double team. Lobbed it over to the top to Ferguson, to the front court. Again, it's Karen Carpenter. They've nearly gone just about everybody. 8 of their 9 have played so far for EP. Off the high screen, pick and roll underneath. Cut off there, Ferguson lost a handle on it. She's not the most adept when handling the basketball.
No, that's turnover number 5 for East Peoria.
With the 2-minute mark here, 9-5. Marissa, high post. And it's Plummer, drives in the lane, got hacked from behind. That's going to be a foul whistled against Emmert. Had her on her hip and committed the foul.
I think everybody in the building saw that foul.
It's going to be the first and second team foul. And Plummer goes to the free throw line. That's a good indication. At least we're going to the free throw line early in this game. We've had a couple of field goals. So again,
for me, it's not really when we go. It's definitely how often we go.
Yeah.
We should be shooting 15 to 20 a game.
Yeah. When you're guard oriented and
I agree with
make
that.
some steals and those type of things. Couple of free throws by Anna. Couple of free throws. 11-5. Canton extends their lead up to the front court here with a minute 46. East Peoria, and not wise on her part, picked up her dribble near the bench. Now we get it to Emmert. Picked up there defensively by Jacobus, the freshman. Senior against the freshman. And that's going to be carrying the basketball. Turnover by EP.
6.
Coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, we have varsity boys. They've been red hot. So they're playing East Peoria tonight. 7 o'clock here on WBYS. Picks up the dribble. Claire Ford in the lineup. Gold ring high post. Marissa Murphy out on the arc to the near side. Plummer, a little better look, and the shot and the selection there. And it's Plummer with a big three. I've been waiting for her to bust out, man.
She gets in that shooting rhythm, Leon. You can just see it wanting to go in.
14-5. That's a travel against East Peoria. Slowly but surely, our pressure continues to kind of take its toll, and it should in this game here.
And, you know, it's doing a good job taking a toll on the mental aspect. By the time the fourth quarter gets here, fatigue is definitely going to be an issue, too.
This is a team that needs to get its swagger, its confidence back. And, again, Ford's shot was blocked by Ferguson. Out of the pack, here comes East Peoria. A little high dribble. Left-handed shot is up and good by East Peoria. And Deering with the field goal. In transition, she's got some quicks. She blew past the defending. 14-7. Jacobus to the near side. Bank shot no good. Too strong. I still like the shot from her.
I do too.
Then they throw the ball away the opposite end and turn over by East Peoria.
That's already number 8.
When they come, they've been coming in pairs for them. turnover-wise.
Well, they've got 8 now, and there's 4 quarters. We could be seeing over 30 for them the way they're going.
Canton trying to get back to the 500 mark in the conference, as well as East Peoria. They're both 1 and 2. 34 seconds here, 14-7. Tuesday night we go to Morton. Ooh, look out. They've been red hot too. They've been starting out. They're 9-0, 3-0 in the conference. They're off to a terrific start. It'll be a tough opponent Tuesday night at the Potter Dome. Around the perimeter, they play some catch here the final 15 seconds. High post, Plummer. Marissa, top of the key. Dribbled in, kick it out to Claire. Right wing, off this left side, Jacobus. Murphy with 4. Dribbles in, bounce past the goal ring, a hook shot, and he goes out of bounds. Better in the passing, and that's the way the first period comes to a close. Canton got out to a 5-0 lead. They lead it. First period in the books. Canton 14, East Peoria 7. Second period back in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
We'll get to the stats and we'll get a break in our play here. Lady Giants got out to the quick start, 5-0. When they've gotten out to the quick starts this season, it's a pretty good, again, recipe for a winning, hasn't it? I mean, that's been the key for them. They get on top here, stay on top. Low block area here. Kick it out to this near side. Down the lane, it's Fawcett, and lean-in shot goes, rattles the rim. Field goal good. Also in the lineup, Tori Oaks.
I just like Cassidy didn't go too far. She stopped and shot that little 8-footer.
Now we'll see how the Lady Giants match up to the far corner. Carpenter, and it goes off the far side.
Nice job, Cassidy.
Yeah, good job there defensively.
That's turnover number 9 for East Peoria, Leon.
And we've made them pay for a lot of those turnovers.
We have.
16-7 here. Lady Giants with the advantage. We're just into the 30 seconds into this second period. Fawcett dribbles in. Bounce pass underneath to Oaks. Drew contact. Nice job. Nice give and go underneath there. I don't know if you can get away with that in a lot of games. That depth in there, putting the ball back on the floor again. Once she caught it the first time. Jumper to this near side, and a short. Out of the pack, the miss there by Carpenter. Here comes the Lady Giants. Plummer out on the arc. Oaks open momentarily. Give it to her. Ball deflected. Ferguson, and again deflected it. A turnover by Canton.
You got to throw it over the top.
Here comes East Peoria Emmert from the elbow to the right side and drains that field goal. It's her first 2 points of the night. Here comes Fawcett. Dribbles in, kicks it out to Claire Ford. High post is Tori Oaks. Left wing, Plummer. Far corner, Swope. In between. Oaks roams there. Plummer kicks it, and it hits off the lip of the iron to the rim. And Tori Oaks up and good. Nice loose ball underneath there. Tori Oaks with a putback. Again, Tori is a freshman. 20-9 to build on this lead at the 6:14 mark here. I think this is one of the games, man, you just have to go after it. You need to win in the most part of the way here. Push shot from the opposite side, no good by East Peoria. Now the pack, here comes Fawcett. And East Peoria into the action here. It'll be the Lady Giants whipping around the perimeter off the opposite side. Fawcett catches it out the far corner. Plummer against that zone by East Peoria. Skip pass. Swope catches in one motion and drained a shot to this left side. Catch and shoot by Abby Swope.
Nice movement.
Her third field goal. And that's catch. She didn't waste any time there. You know, she got it, shot it in. Emmert off the baseline. Oh, that was pretty good defense there by Plummer. The anticipation by the official, because I guarantee you one thing, man, she was straight up, played good defense. That's going to be a foul against Plummer. That's her first. and the team's third. Pair of fouls on Brooke Henry. 5:28. Emmert shoots the free throw, got her third point of the game. Already committed to play at ISU. Probably going to be a catcher, but she played some shortstop this year because they moved Ferguson to catcher. Trying to find some combinations defensively up the middle. So she's a great athlete, can play just about anywhere. A couple of free throws by the senior Emmert. 22-11 now. Lady Giants advantage by 11 at the 5:22 mark, second period. Streamed online tonight, 1560wbys.com. Also, we have Nathan, again, from our M. Bixler video production on site. Nice give and go. Torrey to Swope. Ball tied up. Grisolano feeds it to Oakes, lost it, and off of her, and it's a quick foul. And we got East Peoria player down in pain at the free throw line.
And that's Emmert, isn't it?
I think it is. Emmert took a pretty good shot at the free throw line. We got a stoppage in play at 5:04 this second period. Canton with a 22-11 injury timeout here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. We step aside. Back here in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
And she'll have a seat to the opposite side. Couldn't tell what area, near the throat area or the upper neck area there, Bob, and can't really tell. She was struggling.
Might have the wind knocked out of her.
Yep,
phone.
looked like it somehow. Up the floor here to the near side. Jokums for East Peoria. They'll give and go. Also Ferguson now off the left wing, top of the key, tied up. Oh, Fawcett stripped it away. Nice pressure there by Fawcett. Then Cant turns it back over. Ferguson, it should be either a travel or the ball out of bounds, and it should be Canton basketball. Again, that was East Peoria's Sarah LaHood. Kind of lost a handle on it. Could have called her for travel, but though it wasn't a very long possession part of it.
Travel, carry, foul, there's all kinds of action there.
4:41 between the circle. See, better passes. That's the thing. We didn't set up her shooter at all. Didn't give her an opportunity to even get set.
We talk about, catching the ball in shooting position.
Yeah. Fawcett blows down the middle off the left-hand baseline. And then a quick foul against East Peoria stops the play here at 4:26.
We don't make the assertive pass, we're never going to be in the shooting position.
Again, Remy Ferguson commits the foul. And Fawcett to the free throw line, looking for point number 3. Missed the first free throw, second one coming up. This is an area she's definitely going to have to lock in and improve on. That's free throw shooting ability.
And three-point shooting, too.
Yep. Still a sophomore. When you take a look at a lot of this core of these players, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Her third point. Backcourt pressure, good. Tip there, almost by Fawcett there. East Peoria gets it to the front court. Light down the middle of the lane, nobody defending. And that's a basket there by Carpenter. Yep, Carpenter.
Wide open, too, wasn't she?
Karen Carpenter with the field goal. 23-13. Can't up by 10. Goldring holds it up to the wing to the right side. Fawcett underneath to Grisolano. Ball was deflected, but Nico stayed with it. That's her 5th point. 25-13, the assist from Fawcett. Chases it off the baseline. Carpenter turns, shoots it, no good. And rebound swatted away from Swope. They'll sub. They will bring in Deering, the freshman. Canton will have Murphy. You have Swope, Goldring, Grisolano, and Fawcett. That's the 5 in Coach Langhoff's lineup tonight. Coming in at 7-3, they've lost last 3. They have dipped to 1-2 in the conference. Out front, Goldring holds the ball high, waits off this left side. Marissa now will wait out on the perimeter. Now they'll set it up to the offense. They isolate off the screen there, kick it to the near side. Murphy, pull the trigger, man. You got that little advantage out there into Goldring. That's a double dribble. Turnover by the Lady Giants.
That's 8.
Uncertainty, Bob. That's what I refer to. You make mistakes when you're not sure of yourself or, again, what you need to do. Full timeout at 3:15 in the second period. 25-13, Lady Giants with the advantage over East Peoria. Back here with a full timeout. Lady Giant basketball in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Play resumes after the East Peoria timeout, 3:15. Backcourt pressure, and Fawcett picks it, steals. Bounce pass underneath the Swope. Nice give and go. Underneath, and that's Abby's 4th field goal, and a bunch of assists tonight from Cassidy Fawcett.
That is for
27-13, good deflection there by on the opposite side by Jacobus. Bringing the hammer in the stretch here with a press under the 3-minute mark here in this second period.
You got to make a run. Don't let up doing so.
Nope. Don't let them back in here. 27-13. Off the baseline, front court. Into the hands of LaHood. You got to go out and get her. She's very not at knack at handling the basketball. Down the left side of the side. Shot was no good. Fawcett out of the peck. Look out from behind. Got shoved a little bit. Nico shuffles. Shot no good. Gets the rebound over the back. No call. It's Goldring from the free throw line. Takes it the opposite side.
Job.
Shoots it no good. Save it. And Swope threw it off of Ferguson. They're saying it stays with the Lady Giants.
Nice job by Abby Swope.
Yep. 2:33. You're seeing flashes of what we saw, I guess maybe more than what we expect on a regular basis from Swope. The ability to shoot the ball from 8 to 10 feet. Inbounding, looking, Plummer, Swope, back to Anna, looking to the post there to Goldring. They'll walk it, opposite side of the floor. Ford, Swope, Jacobus catches it out, swings the pass to Plummer, puts the ball on the floor, kisses off the glass, no good. Swope fights for it, ball deflected, Goldring tracks it down to the near side. Clock runs, 2:13, second period. Far sideline, lob it, Swope can't get to it, now she does, retrieves it, bounce pass in the lane to Goldring, her shot was no good. Swope still fighting hard underneath there. That's going to be a quick foul against Swope. Not rewarded for her effort, but great effort there by Abby Swope on the lane there.
You have to continue the hustle.
Yep.
Don't let the frustration get the best of you.
So Swope commits the foul, and a team 5, Lady Giants, across the timeline. Then we had them trapped, the ball deflected in the lane.
Kick.
And again, we had the press, Bob, and this is, not a criticism, but proper positioning. What happened is they had the girl trapped on the opposite side. All she had to do was run to a spot, and what'd she do? She let her dribble across the timeline. And those are little things, are just, in certain games, can really be a deterrent.
Those are going to come back to haunt you more times
Yeah,
than not.
It is. Stoppage of play here, minute 48, East Peoria basketball. Inbounds off the right side of the baseline. Looking quickly. And Cherry LaHood lost a handle on a ball stripped away from her.
That's turnover number 12.
Again, Raiders give it back to the Lady Giants. Swope. Swings the pass to Jacobus. Cut off there is Plummer. Blair back to Plummer. Catches down the arc now, puts the ball on the floor. Trying to do the two-man game here. Jacobus off this left side.
Get her
Claire
the
Ford.
ball.
Lob it to Goldring. Shoots the shot and got fouled on the arm.
And I'm fine with that, with that attempt, because the person was coming at her, so more than likely you're going to get contact and go to the line. When Jamie gets posted up, gets that defender on her hip pocket, you got to get the ball in there to her.
Yeah, it's got to be, instead of a 8 count, it's going to be a 3 count.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
It's just the way you got to be able to do that. Goldring misses the free throw.
I mean, Jamie can make a living at the free throw line if you get her the ball in the low post when she has the defender sealed off.
And when you're working directly at her,
yeah.
To me, that just can't happen.
I mean, they're just open entry passes is all they are.
Minute 22 here, 27-13. Goldring rimmed it out, no good. Ferguson snags the rebound. Up the court it goes to Carpenter. And again, Everett still being tended to by, again, the trainer, the opposite side. 3 balls no good by Ferguson. Claire Ford clears traffic now with 1:08 before halftime. Lady Giants out on top, 27-13. Plummer, Brooke Henry, lob it over her shoulder. Not a bad pass, and again, over the shot, no good by Brooke Henry. A little more confidence to part of Brooke when she gets down that low block area. 50-second mark here. Drain the circle free throw line, it's Ferguson. They'll dribble it out on the wing to the opposite side to Deering. Now to back out front into the hands of Ball. Ball's a senior. Remember, Savannah played a little bit as a freshman at times for East Peoria. And a 3 ball, and it goes. No, the mark no good. Shot attempt there. Brooke Henry at the rebound.
Oh, that thing was going to fall in.
Yep. Plummer tried to get it down low. Brooke Henry off the baseline. Kicks it up. Jacobus, shot no good. Rimmed it.
I think she rushes her shot, Leon. I really do.
And again, outlet it goes to East Peoria. They attack off the left side. That's Deering with the 11-second mark here. Canton on top by 14. Bounce pass to this near corner with 6. East Peoria defensively. Plummer almost a steal by Claire with 2. Shot and banks it in. That's a 2-point shot. 2-pointer by Deering. It banked, and then that's the way the half comes to a close. Lady Giants on top of this one, 27-15. We'll get to the halftime. It is throughout the year brought to you by Monocle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. 647-1127. Your perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. And remind folks, happy holidays from Monocle's. They'll be closed at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve and closed Christmas Day. Monocle's will be open Monday, December 26th. Bob and I will take a quick break halftime. When we return to Alice Ingersoll Gym in Game 1, that'll be coming up later tonight, 7 o'clock. The boys take on East Peoria at 7 o'clock. Back here in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Maintain on a couple of different runs, so that formula is starting to click back into position. But then we always take a little setback there, Bob. We always have that. We have a couple of forward steps, and then we go back a step or two. And again, much better play though. You get to see it's still not quite the energy I'd like to see. I'd like to see us play a little bit more aggressive in regards to that. But again, a positive swing here tonight after 3 straight losses to get 27 points. That's a positive. That's one more than we scored at Metamora for an entire 4 quarters. So, it's not to be satisfied. I'll make it that point in regards to that. But again, it's a step forward tonight with a win, at least leading here at halftime, 27-15, and in order to stop that 3-game losing streak.
I mean, it is. I think the outcome of the first half is applaudable. It's definitely a better played 60 minutes than we've seen, in the last few recent games. First and foremost, it's all about consistency. We haven't been the most consistent team tonight. That's a bit streaky, to say the least. I think we should be up by about 22 points right now instead of 12.
Yeah.
Based on the shots we've taken and the looks that we've had. But, I mean, those are going to be growing pains. It's a young team, not a lot of varsity experience, so they're going to have to learn on the fly and try and improve as the quarters go by.
Why is it that teams, and you see some of the great teams, struggle against a zone? If it's again what we saw against Metamora, they did a pretty good, I think, a pretty precise job in defending us with the zone. They knew what players to match up with us in a certain part of the zone. In regards to that, they had length against us at particular type of things. I don't see East Peoria able to match up on that, even out of a zone. They switched out of it 1-2-2 at times in half court. But again, we were able to do a little bit better job, I think, tonight of the dribble penetration. I thought we did a much better job of attacking and trying to lob the ball to the post on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I mean, just overall movement without the basketball. I think, if you stay ahead of what the zone's trying to commit to, you can get the open look or you can create the open look. We've talked about this, I mean, probably a million times, but when you play man-to-man, you're guarding a person. When you play zone, you're guarding an area. And I think when it comes to us playing against that zone, we have to find that area that we can beat them to the spot to with the basketball. And if we can beat them to that spot and make that basket, I think we can grow some confidence playing against the zone defense.
Led at the opening quarter by 7, 14-7, doubled that. Led it by 14 right before the halftime. They got a late bucket. We're here at halftime, 27-15, about halfway through our Monticle's Pizza halftime show. Up next are in-game stats throughout the year, brought to you by Crawford's Home Furnishings. Shop small, shop local, shop Crawford's during their extended holiday hours for all of your home furnishing needs. Sundays, 1 to 4 p.m. Bobby, take a look at the first half stats.
All right, Leon, for the East Peoria Lady Raiders, 6 out of 16 in field goals, 37.5%. 0 for 4 in three-point shooting for the first half. 3 out of 4 in free throws, 75%. 9 total rebounds, none of those offensive. 12 first half turnovers. For the Canton Lady Giants, shooting 11 for 25 in field goals, 44%. 2 out of 5 in three-point shooting, 40%. 3 out of 6 in free throws, and even 50%. 16 total rebounds, 6 offensive, 8 first half turnovers. Points off turnovers, East Peoria with 3, Canton with 12.
First half scoring, Canton's 27. Abby Swope with 4 field goals tonight with 8. Field goal from Jamie Goldring with 2. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Anna Plummer tonight a 3-point shot, 2 free throws for 5. Tori Oakes off the bench, the freshman, with a couple of field goals for 4. Scoring was Nico Grisolano with 3 and a field goal for her 5. And again, Cassidy Fawcett tonight had a field goal and a free throw for 3 points. But again, Cassidy Fawcett with numerous assists tonight. And that's kind of the more that we see her tonight defending. She does just a terrific job of, again, just forcing the issue with her guards. I mean, side to side, out front on the perimeter. And when she is very active tonight, she's more herself tonight and getting everybody involved in the offense. And that's something I know that it falls on her shoulders a lot of times, but don't let her catch the heat for it if you're standing and not being active in a certain part of our offense.
Well, and she's instrumental when she lets her quickness create chaos. And I think it's a situation where when you watch her play, if she can anticipate the ball and get the steal here and there, you know, she can be a difference maker at the point of attack defensively, but she'll have the ability to drive to the basket and score too.
East Peoria's 15, Ashley Emmert, who went out with an injury. She's got 4 points in the first half. Taryn Carpenter with 2. Peyton Deering with 4. Remy Ferguson with a free throw. And Sarah LaHood with 4 points for their 15 at halftime, 27-15. That's your in-game stats brought to you by Crawford's Home Furnishings. Shop small, shop local. Shop Crawford's during their extended holiday hours for all of your home furnishings. It's Sundays 1 to 4 p.m. Quick timeout. Back to Alice Ingersoll Gym in 90 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. Already posted it.
Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Second half, that's your halftime, brought to you by Monocle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. And don't forget Monocle's during the holidays will be closed at 5 p.m. Christmas Eve, closed Christmas Day. Monocle's will be open on Monday, December 26th. Here from Alice Ingersoll Gym as we continue in this second half of basketball for the Canton Lady Giants.
How you been?
Yeah, good to see him.
Good.
Attaboy. We'll talk between games, man. Getting ready for second half basketball here. And again, Ethan Hoffman, who's the former kicker for the Little Giants, went on a trip to Sweden, and then he's ISU now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So in between, bounce pass out of the circle. That is Fawcett. Gives it up to Plummer. Pulls the trigger to the near side. Rimmed it out, no good. Brooke Henry saves it. Nope, stepped on the end line. Good hustle, very active along the baseline there for the Canton Lady Giants. And East Peoria gets at the front court here. In between the middle of the floor. Look out from behind. Almost. Ball was almost picked there defensively by Fawcett.
He is quick.
Lets it set East Peoria. Thank goodness Carpenter with lots of time to shoot the three out there.
Yeah, nobody wanted to defend her evidently.
Nope. 7-14. Fawcett on the perimeter. Swope. Bounce pass to the double team. Grisolano fights her way through it. Back out front. Not a bad idea, but you got to get the ball in and out quicker. Skip pass, Swope, down the arc. Chaser out front. That's Fawcett. Plummer, short corner is Henry. There you go, lob it. Back out front, now reverses it. Trying to get Swope open over there. The chasers by East Peoria in the wing. Fawcett, Grisolano, Swope, shoots it, and she's feeling it tonight. That's 3 to the opposite side by Swope. That's her 11th point of the game. Her first 3. Loose ball into 4. It's a scrum and a pile-up. And who comes up with it on the held ball? It favors the other direction. 30-15, our biggest lead of the game.
I'm sure Abby's dad's here enjoying her scoring output tonight.
Yeah. She looks more natural shooting the basketball tonight.
If she stays in the flow, I think, on both ends, you can see what all-around player she can be for us.
6:32 of the third period here. Canton girls will be at Morton on Tuesday night. Bob and I will be at Farmington tomorrow night. Illini Blessed Farmington. That'll be on CD Country 107.9 FM. Jumper, a push shot from the left side, no good by Deering. And it's Grisolano. Get the rebound to Fawcett. Played it off the bounce. 6:17.
It was a soccer move, wasn't it?
I thought she used her knee on that, Bob. Underneath, nice pass to Grizzolano from Plummer. Nice job there by Nico.
It was.
Yep. Good positioning. She was ready for it. And going to try to get her teammate underneath her involved. And it's a foul against Carpenter. And a first as a team as well. Nico Grizzolano to the free throw line and misses the first free throw attempt.
You need to probably practice these a little more.
Yep. Gonna say hi to my mom who's listening tonight. She always, each and every game, Bob, she's always listening to us. So I want to say hi to Mom tonight, and we'll make it a safe home or short distance tonight. She always worries about when we're on the road.
Hi, Myrna.
Steal, and then Kent comes up with it. Underneath Fawcett to Brooke Henry.
That's a pretty play.
Once we get locked in with this press, this is how good we can be right in the stretch here, Bobby. 32-15 now. Open up a 17-point advantage.
You can just see the confidence grow, Leon, as we get turnovers and easy baskets.
Out front defending, it's Grizzolano. Swope defends off the baseline against Ball. And Swope, good play there. Tell you what, that was off of East Peoria
I thought
player.
it was too.
That's the good defense there played on that far wing, on the chaser there. East Peoria will sub. And again, Hughes will check in. I think that's who it is, number 30. I think it's Hughes. Along the baseline, a runner is good by East Peoria.
And by Deering, wasn't it?
Deering with the field goal there. It's her 6-point, 32-17. East Peoria comes right back at the 5:30 mark. Fawcett lets the three fly. There you go.
What, she needs that.
Absolutely. Fawcett with the three doubles her point production. She's got 6 tonight.
She shows the ability to make that shot on a consistent basis, the things she can do with that dribble.
Again, they throw it up for grabs to the opposite side, and it's a throwaway intended for Carpenter, and a turnover by East Peoria.
14.
At the 5:13 mark here, 35-17. Bob Wagner, Leon Groover with you. And Nate, he's our cameraman down below from M. Bixler Video Productions, on site for both of our games tonight. 5-minute mark here. Swope, skip past the opposite side, Plummer. Back, lob it to Swope underneath. Nice job. Missed the shot there. Who gets it? Brooke Henry fights for it. East Peoria, they're down on their knees, and it's going to be a tie-up.
Stays with us.
Look at the better overhead passes tonight, Bobby, with that skip pass. You notice that? We're not lobbing it. It's not quite getting there the distance tonight. We're making some good overhead passes for Skip.
Much improved from the last game.
5-minute mark, third period. Off the dribble, it's Fawcett. Bounce pass to Grizzolano. Drives through the defenders. Nice job by Nico. Nico with her field goal. That's her 7th point of the game. 37-17, up by 20. Biggest lead of the night here in this third period. 4:30 off the baseline. Can't try and maybe go for a sweep tonight. Boys will play tonight at 7 o'clock. Loose ball, another turnover by East Peoria. Here comes Canton Plummer, and then they give it right back. Off the far sideline. That's Ferguson. Drives through traffic, kicks it up. Sets, push shot, no good. Kicks out to this near side. Fawcett, and they race to the baseline and comes up short, but got her own rebound back there. Lost a handle on it. Nico picks it up. Flips the pass. It was intended in a turnover by the Lady Giants.
That's 10.
So a couple of turnovers in this period. Then in the backcourt, East Peoria on the scramble. Canton's, again, pressure forces them to take a timeout here with 4:02 of this third period. It's Lady Giants 37, East Peoria 17, a full timeout. And we'll take this 60-second break. Back to Alice Ingersoll Gym.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
10-2 advantage in this period. Opened up again, equals their lead at 20 points. We're under the 4-minute mark. East Peoria with the possession tonight. Valk out front, ball knocked away. Good pressure there by Swope on the perimeter there. Claire Ford, Nico, Plummer, and also Goldring in the 5 at the stretch here for the Lady Giants. Around the defense there, Emmert, that's a nice move for her. Went along the baseline to the right side, shot it with that right hand off the left side. Emmert, terrific player there. It's 6 in the game.
Not an easy shot to make.
Nope, 37-19. Again, it'll be Swope out front. Claire against that 2-3 zone. Nico is trying to battle on the low block area there. Swope wrap around pass to Goldring.
You can't.
He had an opening there.
Okay.
Then a turnover by the Lady Giants to give it right back. East Peoria on a run off the left side. Basket is good by Deering. That's her 4th point of this quarter. It's 37-21. You had a knockout punch, and you let them back in the game here. 3-minute mark of the 3rd. Ford out front. Left wing to Plummer. Nico had an opening there in the low block area there. Back to Plummer. Shot, sets her feet. Ding it up off the opposite side of 3 by Plummer. She sets her feet and gets that arm extended out. You can tell when she knocks down her shot.
Gets in shooting position.
40-21. Nice job defensively by Anna. Forces the loose ball. Nico fights for it. Comes loose. Ball knocked away. Nico's going to win 9 out of 10 of those. 2:29. Pull-up jumper by Plummer. It's good for the free throw line. That a job there, Anna. She's getting in the rhythm now. It's her 10th point. 5 in this period.
Yeah, she needs to be in double figures each and every game.
42-21, 2:16. Off the far side, that's Carpenter. Lets it 3 fly. Said, hey, I'm going to catch it out here. She takes a 3. And we'll see what they might say. Was it just a 2? That's what they're referring to, okay? Just a 2 on the opposite side. The official there, Bruce Fisher, said it was just a 2. So it's 42-23. So that's correct, 42-23. That's the 8th point of this period by East Peoria. 2-minute mark here of the 3rd. Fawcett, Marissa Murphy in the lineup out front. Goldring far corner. Claire Ford and Plummer. That's the 5 for the Lady Giants. Swings it. Fawcett with a 3, comes up short. Now the Packets. Ferguson with the rebound. Hounded in the backcourt here by Plummer. Oh, almost took an extra step there. And a steal. Fawcett almost picked it. That's got to be a 10 count. Got to be a 10 count right now. Wow. You kidding me? That should have been a 10 count. Should have been a turnover.
About a 15 count.
Wow. Underneath, shot, rimmed it out, no good. That thing went down in the cylinder, popped out for LaHood.
I think it was halfway down.
Minute 25, 3rd period. Fawcett catches out in the arc. 42-23. Murphy. Claire. Bounce pass. Marissa to the post. Again.
Why do you make that pass?
Again, because you had a defender on the left side. Then you force the issue. A turnover by Canton. In traffic there. Emmert takes it, and they'll count the basket. That not used to be a easy gimme basket there. When you run off the left side and then get fouled, and then the basket will count. Emmert goes to the free throw line, and Goldring commits the foul. And again, Coach Langhoff will take a timeout here. Down on the floor, 105 of the 3rd, Canton 42, and East Peoria 25. A 30-second timeout. Back here at Alice Ingersoll Gym, Lady Giant basketball in 30 seconds on WBYS.
Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Minute 5 remaining. We'll get you updated on our in-game stats. It'll be coming up, brought to you by Crawford's Home Furnishings. And tomorrow night, Bob and I, weather permitting, and God willing, we'll be at Farmington for La Night Bless at Farmington. Man, I'm looking forward to that one.
Should be a good one.
That'll be tomorrow night on CD Country 107.9 FM. Emmert missed the free throw. Minute 4, 42-25. to the near side here. Off the dribble, it's Fawcett, beat the defender, and he decides to take it all the way opposite side, back out top of the key. Now to Murphy. Marissa, high post, Swope. Give and go. Fawcett. Gold ring open momentarily there with 45 seconds. They'll decide to hold for the final shot here in this third period. 38-second mark down the lane. Fawcett lobs it to Goldring, catches it, swatted away from her. They fight for it. Along the baseline, East Peoria wins that one. 30 seconds. Emmert crossed the timeline against Fawcett. I tell you what, then she threw the elbow. And Fawcett, that's what she does, man. She gets into your head, into your face. And again, Emmert, again, committed the foul. Threw the elbow. We're seeing flashes tonight of a really terrific player with, again, Cassidy Fawcett.
Just more consistent with her shot.
Yep, 17 seconds. Swope for a three, and it goes. Fell short with 12 seconds. They get the ball down the floor. Emmert, lead pass. That's Remy Ferguson. Her shot no good with 5. Out of the pack, East Peoria gets it. And one last crack at it with 3 from the elbow left side. Rimmed out no good by Emmert. That's the way the 3 periods come to a close. Canton, 42. And East Peoria 25, trying to break a 3-game losing streak tonight here from Alice Ingersoll Gym. Back for the 4th period in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Outscored us 8-3, the tail end of that, and then Canton, of course, outscored them overall in that period 15-10, but that was after a 10-2 advantage. 42-25, lob it to the baseline, Nas, and that's a tie-up. It's one of those things that you could have just let go, but he called a tie-up.
He took the words right out of my mouth. Why even blow the whistle right there?
Yeah.
That ball was touched for a millisecond.
Yeah.
And you're calling a jump ball.
It was a clean block.
Yeah.
42-25 now.
Give the defender credit.
Lob it underneath. The catch there to Plummer. Oh, missed the shot off the left baseline. They fight for it. Out of the pack comes Emmert. Stripped away by Plummer. She shoots it with the left hand. Nice job, Anna. 12 in the game for Plummer. On the attack, that's Deering. Takes it left hand. Shot comes up short. Out of the pack is Marissa. Across the timeline. I want to see Marissa show flashes of her ability in this game as well, too, there, Bobby.
Yeah.
We have a multitude of guards about the same size. You know what? They have that distinct length. Again, Brooke catches it out above the arc. Marissa takes it off the baseline. The give and go underneath. The shot was no good by Claire Ford. The ball knocked away. East Peoria comes up with it.
Claire was amongst the trees down there.
I don't know if that was a good give and go. It should have been the opposite way, maybe. Minute gone by, and that's a travel by East Peoria. That was pretty.
I didn't know it took 4 steps to get set for your shot before the whistle goes.
I was waiting. I'm going, what? He's going to.
I was trying to find a whistle up here somewhere.
I know. We haven't had one of those yet. No, they won't allow us that up here. 6:52. Don't you remember the searches they have when they bring up here? You know,
yeah.
They don't allow that. Fawcett blows by the defense. Shot rolled off. No good, man.
That's 3 layups we've missed this quarter, Leon.
Ooh. Had a chance there. And just eke over the rim there. East Peoria, that's going to be a push against Murphy. Marissa's going to pick up her first. Only a couple of teams foul in this half. 6:37 remaining. We got a short post-game show for you. Don't know if Lane will come up or not.
If so, he might want to start walking his way now.
We may have a brief little post game, and then we'll get set for varsity boys as they take on East Peoria. Coming up, scheduled start time is 7 o'clock. And they called it
On Brooke Henry.
Again, Brooke Henry, it's her third.
Give the Emmy Award to Ashley Emmert, whatever you do.
Again, now Emmert handles.
Flop Central, gee.
Also, it's Deering out front. Now it's against the Lady Giants. They go to 2-3. But the zone here in this fourth period was 6:21 left here. Ball knocked away. Good defense there by Plummer. Picked it. Murphy lets traffic go by. High bounce brings it back out front. Ball knocked away from her. Ball was tipped. Got to keep your head up here. High post. Brooke off the dribble. The give and go to Claire. She blows through the defense. Tripped up there. And a foul. Off
Claire.
The baseline off the right side. It's tough. Again, when you take a look at, Claire was 5'2". It makes it tough when you try to take it down in that area. And that's going to be
Do you think 5'2" stretching it a little?
It might be.
Tell you what, she plays a lot taller than what she is.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Claire with the free throw knocked it down. That's her first point of the night.
Just for hustle plays, we should make her about 5'9".
Yep. Looking for her second point of the game here at the 6:02 mark. Led on a couple of different occasions, 20 plus in this game back in the third. Got up to the good start tonight, 5-0. Definitely had a huge impact on this game. 46-25, 6-minute mark here. Front court, Emmert picked up there by Murphy. Off the right wing. Got Ferguson trying to screen down below, away from the play. Fight through that, off the baseline out front here. Deering doesn't appear, when you look at her, that's a good defense there by Murphy. Jammed it right back into Emmert, and then she pulls up, takes the jumper, no good. Fight for it. Again, Murphy knocked to the court, no call. Emmert bumped her. Then Canton will catch a break here. We keep the basketball here. Marissa's one of those players, just cannot catch a break. You know what I mean? And one of those things, even when she plays hard, tries to make something positive happen. Something negative always happens to her.
Like you got a bullseye on your back sometimes.
Yeah. Under the 5:28 mark here of the fourth. That's Fawcett picks up her dribble there. On the exchange, you got Jacobus in the lineup. Ford, Fawcett, Plummer, and Henry. That's the five for the Lady G's. Down the lane, Fawcett off the glass, rolled it up, and she's having a hard time fighting with it. Saved along the baseline by Jacobus. Plummer takes it, pull-up jumper, comes up short. Ball tipped in the lane. Out of the pack, who saves it? Emmert, double team. Lobs it. East Peoria at the 5-minute mark here. They'll pull up.
How is that not a travel?
I know. He keeps the pivot foot. That's what he's saying. It's Carpenter. Emmert to the opposite side.
Which one? Evidently, she had two.
The end of the front court now. East Peoria. Everything in their offense, Bob. They started out 2-3 steps above the arc here.
Yeah.
And they try to isolate. Off the shot is good by Emmert. She's had to earn all of her points tonight. 10 points in the game, but she's had to earn every one of them. 46-27. Off the dribble for the free throw and a kick out. Fawcett straight on at three and rim in and out, no good. Ball kicked out. Jacobus keeps it. Cuts Fawcett through traffic. Nice move. Nice move. Nice pass from Jacobus. Receiving it was Fawcett. And the big field goal underneath. That's her 8th point of this game. Substitutions for the Lady Giants. Murphy and Goldring will check in. 4:08 timeout now on the floor. Full minute timeout in the fourth. Girls Mid Illini basketball. Canton leads 48-27. Back in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County. By Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton. Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monaco's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
And he got like a pause.
Come on, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's be on the ball.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna start it. Oh yeah.
Stop eating the Christmas goodies and wake up.
Yeah. Shot underneath by Emmert, no good. Rebound by Goldring under the 4-minute mark here. On the attack, Jacobus through traffic there. Goldring, and East Peoria gets it.
If you're not comfortable dribbling there, don't do it.
Ill-advised. Jumper, a push shot to this left side, no good by Deering. Goldring bites with it. And again, she took a shot to the face there. Was East Peoria. We got to stop at your play. Again, it was one of those inadvertent elbows. You see what the rebound turned and kind of squared, and it looked like, again, Carpenter caught in the fire there on that rebound. With the injury down on the court here at 3:36, we pause. Again, the Lady Giants lead at 48-27. One of the things, again, coming up, it's the game in the tournament at Charleston. That'll be coming up the 27th. They begin. Canton is in the red pool with Charleston, Champaign Centennial, Danville, and Pekin. And all the teams you could have drawn, Canton picks Pekin to play at noon.
That kills me.
He'd go all that way to Charleston, to Lance Gym to play Pekin at noon. And then you'll play at 6 o'clock against Danville. And then back on the 28th, you'll play the late game against Charleston Wednesday night at 7:30. Then you'll play at noon against Centennial. Then they'll have the pool play. Again, they'll have third place championship later on the 29th. But the Lady Giants making the trip to Charleston, nearby where I went to school, actually, not too, about 8-9 miles. Again, from Lance Gym and Charleston. 3:30 left in this game. Canton about to break their 3-game losing streak. Again, shot no good by Emmert. She taps it out. Who fights for it? East Peoria gets it. Deering. Again, Goldring kind of reaches in, just dares him to call anything. East Peoria between the circle. Deering guarded there by Claire, and then you had a little bit of a just barely a touch, and they call a foul on that.
One official lets them play, and the other one calls everything. Bruce must have got a new whistle.
So that's going to be a foul against Claire Ford. Still in the 14th foul. Not a lot of fouls called, I will say that, in the game tonight.
Everything else has been called, though.
Yep. Back out front. Whips the pass to Deering. Down the defense, and that's going to be foul against Goldring. You know, looking just being observer with Deering. She looks anything but a left-hander, doesn't she?
Yeah.
When her moves are, looks like she's going to go right, and then she moves with the left hand. I don't know if maybe at an early age she was a right-hander and switch, but you know, she gives you that kind of a feel out there.
And it can make, defenders, break some ankles, Lamb, if you try a little crossover move by doing that.
Yeah. Again, it is Deering, the freshman, shoot the free throw.
She learns to do that, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
She could be a decent scorer for her high school career.
She got her 10th point in this game. Peyton Deering back to the line for East Peoria. About 15 minutes in between. We'll have varsity tonight. Canton will take on East Peoria coming up at around 7 o'clock, so stay with us for that. A couple of free throws by Deering, 48-29, 2:57. We're under the 3-minute mark of the fourth. That's Jacobus. Now to Swope off the screen from Goldring. When you do that, and that's the thing, on the pick and roll, Bob, when you go on and set the screen, immediately turn to the opposite way. You cannot turn to the side that the ball is on. You have to turn. You have to do a counterclockwise move, and then you kind of really pick and roll. That's why it's effective. You don't turn right into the defenders.
And on that turn, if you're the person with the basketball, you have to feed them towards the basket.
Yeah. 2:40 there. Claire Ford. Bounce pass. Marissa gives and go. Jacobus. Now to Marissa on the top of the key. Bounce pass to Jacobus. I don't know if that was intended for a Claire or not. Ended up Miranda Brandt in the lineup. Swope. It's had a nice night tonight. Has the 11 points in this game underneath. And again, ill-advised attempt there. 2:16 now. Emmert. And the ball, Marissa. Again. Now they call it travel.
Are you kidding me?
And I just, sometimes it's just laughable sometimes.
That
and
is.
some of the things that you see in officiating.
That is a terrible call.
It was a takedown, and they called it travel. Had her arm.
Absolutely terrible.
2-10. Jumper to this left side, rimmed out no good. That was taken by Caitlin Jokums, a junior for East Peoria. Also in the lineup now, it's Tori Oakes, the freshman, and also Sophie Oakes, the sophomore. Opposite side, you got Blair Jacobus, and who's also in the lineup, Katie Allen, and Miranda Brandt. Flies the three to the near side, misses it. East Peoria on the run, bounces, and it goes out of bounds, far inline.
Surprised they didn't call that off us.
And a turnover by East Peoria. Basketball action coming up. We have the Canton boys. They've been playing well. They're 5-1, 2-1 in the conference to take on East Peoria tonight. They'll be coming up at 7 o'clock here. Out front against the zone of East Peoria. Canton got out to that 5-0 lead. They led it 14-7, and then they've led on occasion by 20 points. Elbow shot is up and good by Katie Allen. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see.
And she's all smiles, too.
Yep. Katie Allen, a junior, knocked down the shot from the elbow to the right side. Shot was no good. That was taken by Jokums. Out of the pack comes Canton. That's what you like to see. Everybody who's stuck with the program. And it's a Sophie Oakes shot no good from three. Out of the pack, here comes East Peoria playing the defender. And again, you know, it's one of those things, Bob, and the rule, and they're going to call against the defensive player. But the defensive player was already in position, and the offensive player was turning and spinning out of control.
She's actually losing her dribble in the process, too.
Yeah, and to me, that's one of those things that you have to look at changing that rule. It just does not make sense. Again, a foul is committed against Sophie Oakes. Back out front. Push three by Deering. Way short. Misses everything. 57-second mark here.
She doesn't have a lot of oomph.
No.
To get that three-point shot in.
Pretty flat on that release. 50-29.
She lets that ball sit on the base for palm too much.
Get a little redeeming game tonight for this Lady Giant team. Has struggled the last three games. 46 seconds here. Out front to the near side, lob it.
Look at that.
And again, Jacobus underneath to Tori Oakes. Nice job. That was. And again, nice assist, and Tori Oakes ended up with a field goal.
How's that not a walk?
Yep, that's her 6th point of the game. 52-29 with 31 seconds left here. Between the circle, a catch here. That's Ball in the lane. Shupper is short with 23. Canton comes out of the pack. Tori Oakes crosses the timeline. Teammate Jacobus down the lane. Tori says, hey, I'm taking it to the hoop.
Ghost to ghost.
That's what you need to do. They turn your back and you take it by him. That's her 8th point by Tori Oakes. And there's no doubt that she's going to get more playing time. You have some production. You come off the bench. They'll find a place and time for you to play. 2.9 left here. And bonus is coming up first of the night. Either team has been in the bonus. So it'll be a foul against Canton and East Peoria to the free throw line. Tomorrow, coaches roundtable. I hope the weather will cooperate for that. Tomorrow morning, live from Hy-Vee. And then Bob and I will short distance, big rivalry, Illini Bluffs at Farmington. That's tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll have that for you on our sister station, CD 107.9 FM, tomorrow night.
Some talent on the floor, that's for sure.
We'll see a lot of Farmington and Illini Bluffs in the Macomb Holiday Tournament.
Our favorite time of year.
Yep. Joe comes with a couple of free throws by East Peoria, and Canton going to stop their 3-game skid. They do it at home tonight. Canton with a 54-31 game, and because of, again, Butch Fuller's birthday, he thought he'd buzz it the second time there. Canton wins it tonight, and they go to 8-3, 2-2, even the conference. East Peoria drops to 3-9, and they are 1-3 in the Mid Illini Conference. The final in this one, Canton 54, East Peoria 31. We'll wrap this one up quickly. Postgame is up next. It's brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse on North Main. Stop into Big Rack's for one of their nightly specials, your favorite steak dinner. Big Rack Steakhouse, 647-6000. Back with our postgame show in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington. Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington. by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood, Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb, by CD Country, your home in the country, Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
It's a Big Rack Steakhouse post-game show. Take a look at the numbers here. Canton wins 54-31. Individual scoring, our game stats are brought to you by Crawford's Home Furnishings. Shop small, shop local. Crawford's during their extended holiday hours for all of your home furnishings. Sundays 1 to 4. Scoring in this one, Canton 9 players scoring. That's much better than we've seen in the last couple of games. 9 players scoring, leading the way. Anna Plummer with 12 tonight. And again, had a couple of threes, a dozen for Anna, 11 from Abby Swope tonight. Got us off to a good start in the first half, 8 in this first half. 2 by Claire Ford from the free throw line. Jamie Goldring with 2. Tori Oakes off the bench, the freshman with 8. Katie Allen, the junior, had a field goal for 2. Brooke Henry, a basket for 2. Nico Grisolano with 7. And Cassidy Fawcett, who makes the engine go, had 8 tonight. 9 players scoring. Lady Giants in there 54. East Peoria 10 tonight. Ashley Emmert, 4 from Taryn Carpenter. Also, it's Peyton Deering with 10. Caitlin Jokums with 2. Remy Ferguson with 1. And Sarah LaHood with 4. In-game stats brought to you by Crawford's Home Furnishings. BW has the final numbers. And finally, we stopped the losing streak there, Bobby.
That we did, boss. Here we go for the East Peoria Lady Raiders. 13 of 38 in field goals, 34.2%. 1 for 11 in three-point shooting, 9.1%. 7 of 9 in free throws, 77.8%. 22 total rebounds, 2 offensive, 22 total turnovers. For the Canton Lady Giants, shooting 22 out of 51 in field goals, 43.1%. 5 out of 14 in three-point shooting, 29.4%. 5 for 10 in free throws, an even 50%. 34 total rebounds, 10 offensive, 15 total turnovers. Points off turnovers, East Peoria with 9, Canton with 24.
All right, good numbers tonight. 54, Lady Giants 31 for East Peoria. That's going to wrap up our post-game show. It's brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main and Canton, 647-6000. We'll take a timeout, and let's play a song here. We're going to take a song, a timeout. More coming up in between games here. Canton takes on the East Peoria in the varsity game tonight right here on the voice of Fulton County, WBYS. Back after this timeout and a song, back to studios here on the voice of the Little Giants.
Helping bring you this event, Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by the Bank of Farmington, with locations in Canton and Farmington, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Canton, Bartonville, and Farmington, by WBYS AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, the voice of Fulton County, by Canton Napa on First Avenue in Canton, Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned store, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Monica's Pizza on North Main Street in Canton, the home of the family pleaser, Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool in Canton, Stereo Village on South 4th Avenue in Canton, Oaks Hines Funeral Home with locations in Canton and Elmwood. Innovations Design Academy of Canton and Macomb. By CD Country, your home in the country. Remax Traders Unlimited Real Estate, Susie McMillan, your agent, and M. Bixler Video Productions.
Young kids playing, freshmen that are part of it, and it's just there's nothing to be afraid of. You know, you go over there, they haven't lost, and you just play your hardest and see what happens. But it'll be good for us to get over there and see where we're at mentally.
I know you need to do some mending a little bit and healing.
Oh, everybody does.
I know you need to do that as well, especially for you. Hope you get well there and take care of business.
I appreciate it. It's not been a comfortable couple days, but I could complain about a lot more.
You're still young.
Well, I thought that until Wednesday night, but
Wade, nice win, nice bounce back
absolutely.
tonight.
Thanks again. We love your coverage. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. More coming up here as the Lady Giants nail down a win. 54-31. We'll get to the varsity game. We're 2 minutes away. We'll take a quick timeout. Bob will rejoin me. And back with more of the Lady Giants finishing up a win tonight. They go to 8-3, 2-2 in the conference, 54-31. Back here in 2 minutes.